and the man, Naroditsky. Danya.
This is GM Daniel Naroditsky.
Danya Naroditsky.
Danya.
Daniel Naroditsky.
I'm Daniel Naroditsky. You might know me as the Prophet.
A world-class competitive player, both in online blitz and in classical, and he was one of the internet's most beloved and talented chess teachers.
Grandmaster Daniel Naroditsky.
I first met Danya Naroditsky when he was a little kid. I remember he was sitting on a phone book, and I remember his dad, Vladimir, was there taking the phone book with them to different boards, depending on where Danya was paired. He just not only destroyed and pulled off multiple upsets, but that was sort of when you first saw the joy of Danya Naroditsky come out, and just in terms of how much he loved blitz, how much he loved, I think, the intersection of a chess tournament meets like, we're all just here to have fun, right? This is just a social experience.
And before I go anywhere, the name of this chapter is storytelling.
And it says 100 on the bar. Okay, it's on the board, David.
And Naroditsky, did you see that? He applauded.
That's a streamer.
That's a streamer. And he's also a streamer because he lets the checkmate happen on the board. No resignation. He shows the fans why the game ends, and that's checkmate.
Oh, he's go! He played it with 0.1 seconds!
And not to say that he would, actively lie, but, sometimes he could fudge it a little bit. Yes, this was preparation, but, okay, not this exact position, but something similar, okay.
The way that Danya always presented himself is the way I would, advise anyone to present themselves, which is to be the best version of yourself, to be authentic, and to do what you love.
Yes! Let's go! What a game! It would make Paris a real blitz society.
Yeah, that would, that's a fun place, by the way.
It is. Thanks, everybody, for taking time out of your weekend to watch us. I had a blast, and I definitely hope to be back.
When he looked at you, you knew you were looking at a student of life, someone who was just curious and fascinated and wanted to know more.
I would always be so amazed by the words he was able to use in commentary, and I always thought to myself, I want to be like Daniel Naroditsky. I want to be able to commentate like him.
Oh, takes him bishop d5! Takes him bishop d5! Takes him bishop d5! And Gukesh will be the world champion!
Yeah, I want to be like him in so many levels, because he was just incredible on so many levels, and I think we should all be a little bit more like Daniel Naroditsky.
He was really there to elevate people around him. And I truly believe he inspired a whole generation of chess players and chess educators.
Ooh, they forked me.
Yeah.
What I would do against that.
100%. Okay, another one?
Sure.
Like where my queen is there, is that a better position, or is that still just not even worth?
So you can play this, yeah.
Shit.
Obviously, he was one of the best bullet players in the world, up there with Magnus, Alireza Hikaru.
He had something that was so approachable when it comes to a game, as unapproachable as chess, as intimidating as chess. His character is just something that draws people in. He's so brilliant, he's so smart, he's just a savant at the game.
He was a coach, he was a commentator, he was a streamer, he was somebody who posted on YouTube, and somebody that was a personality within the chess world.
No matter where you went, he was there. He was either commentating the events or playing the events. He was basically just everywhere in chess.
One of the best chess commentators in the world, if not the best. My mother would always say that he was her favorite.
It's an honor for you to come out to Charlotte. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying your time so far.
Just such a great ambassador for the game. He never, I don't think he's really, every single time I played against him or I saw him play, he was just always happy to be there.
I think he had such a positive impact on players, not only those who were just getting into the game, but also professional players who sparred with him. And he just brought so much value across so many different areas of the community.
He's affected
so many people's lives in the chess world, as you said. So that's why he's deeply loved.
It's unstoppable.
I played against him at many phases of my chess career, so I was able to it was a good, let's say, metric for growth and improvement, how I performed against him, because there was a point where I was getting crushed, and then I would gradually improve, and then maybe we wouldn't play for a year, and then we would play a lot. So
no matter what was going on, no matter what crazy things in the world were happening, when Danya was in his element and he was there, you just looked at someone who was born to do what they were doing.
He was certainly the gold standard. To some degree, I would also say a role model. I mean, I tried to draw a lot of inspiration from his analysis, his professionalism when he did commentary with white, with black, just how unbelievably skilled he was against the best opposition in the world.
He was already such a strong chess player, amazing commentator, and I had the privilege of commentating with him on several Chess.com events as a co-host. I never felt as welcomed as when I met him for the first time as a colleague. It was online, but it still felt like he just made me feel like I'm his buddy and we are in this as a team.
He would be on Chess.com challenging the best players that were online at any given moment. And of course, if Magnus Carlsen ever logged in to Chess.com, it was like, okay, drop everything. Magnus is online. Let me challenge him. Let me send him a Discord message. Let me see if he'd like to play a match.
Like, anybody who knows me knows that this is something that I take very seriously. Anytime he would accept my challenge, I would drop everything, run to the computer. Oh my God, I'm playing a world champion.
He would often text us these things in group chats. Like, it was like a group of us Charlotte people, and he would text us in these group chats. All right, Magnus is online. Let's see if he has the gall to play me or whatever, you know. But obviously it was a joke, and anytime Magnus would, of course, accept his challenge, which would happen on occasion, he would just drop everything. It would be like, okay, I'm playing the world chess champion. Like, I'm canceling all lessons. I'm dropping everything. I have no work today. I'm gonna lock in, and I will play the world champion as long as he would like to play. I will not stop. And we would just, and it was just, he was just so honored to play these strong players.
We weren't close, but we played a ton of games against each other online, and he was always, first of all, a great opponent, but also very, very respectful, very nice. And I spent many hours not only watching his games, but also watching his streams, which were both, exciting for his incredible gameplay, but also great explanations.
I think the void that he has left behind is impossible to get back in any way. We will never have another Daniel Naroditsky.
Knight f6, c4, g6, knight c, bishop g7, e4, d6, b3, queen takes f2 check. What's my time?
I'm missing right now too many times. I'm just in the evening. I don't know, like before I went to sleep, I always check on Twitch if he is online. He always was like on time when he's streaming. It was like 11 p.m., 10 p.m. He allowed the time just to play chess, and I always watched.
I would very often just lurk in his channel. I would sometimes watch him while falling asleep at night. I'd also watch him with delight whenever he'd pull off one of these like crazy stalemate traps. And that would usually be the time I would type in his chat to send him my congratulations.
I love watching his hyperbullet grinds late at night. He was, on so many amazing broadcasts, and every single time, like, no matter what he did, he also just led with kindness. And yeah, like, I think he really changed the culture of chess, and that's something we unfortunately can't get back.
He's one of my most favorite commentators. The way he uses the English language is just something I could never hope to achieve.
like the amount of empathy he has, like not only for his co-commentator and the way he's able to adjust and work with so many different styles of co-commentators, but also his empathy for the viewers, understanding that a lot of the people who have watched chess online maybe are quite new to the game, are beginners, and he had such a great way of breaking down very high-level, complex concepts in a very understandable way for the general audience.
Watching him was a delight, and I don't think there was anybody that was as good with words in chess commentary as he was.
He really had a way of explaining chess in a way that was both, you know, elevated and super educational, but also extremely accessible. Anytime I would listen to him, or anytime, especially listening to him and Hess, I feel like they went so well together. They would really just bounce off of each other.
This is fascinating, Robert. This opening, you need to look at this. I've never seen this before. What is this opening?
I remember Toronto Global Championship a few years back. We were in the booth and we were just like rolling.
I never thought I'd be saying these words, but I agree with Levy.
There are 4 literal current world champions here. I mean, it was, he would finish a sentence, I would just start, he would back me up, we would play off of the analysis. And I felt my level elevate, like after half an hour of being in the commentary booth with him.
Alongside the one and only Grandmaster Daniel Naroditsky, and the biggest chess YouTuber on the planet, International Master Levy Rosman, also known as Gotham Chess. It'll forever be one of the things I cherish, the Danya Naroditsky era that really unfortunately is no more. In that regard, will forever be something that that I look back on as one of the best times of my life.
When I was watching them commentate, him and Levy, I thought this is probably the best, kind of the best duo chemistry that I've seen.
He would never say anything bad, mean, nasty about anyone, and we can't say the same in terms of what he received.
You know, we all love chess game, but for him it was more than just a game, just a life, and he took all these losses very close to his heart. I want to just advise guys, don't forget that's a sport, that's an important part, but it's not everything in the world.
Over the board, I would describe Danya as a gladiator. Off the board, I would describe Danya as humble.
He definitely was a legend.
A devotee.
Authentic.
Passionate.
Inspirational.
Relentless.
Role model.
Wise.
Sweetheart.
Brilliance.
Passionate.
To me, Danya was a mensch.
To me, Danya was curious.
Probably say creative. I think that's the best single word that I could use to describe Danya.
By definition, therefore, we have reached the end of our time together as a whole. And in general, I hope that you've had as good of an experience as I have. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you the absolute best of luck in all of your chess endeavors, no matter where you are or what you rated. I think that all of you, after watching my video, for sure can become a Grandmaster. And if you don't become a Grandmaster, then I hope that you extract from this amazing game that we all love and play as much joy and pleasure as I have throughout my chess career. It's really an amazing game, and you are making a great choice by continuing to play it and continuing to learn. So I'm just going to wave my hand and say goodbye.